This is Isaac James with SC Wolverines. Welcome to the channel. And as the days continue to go on, we see the continuation of war in Ukraine. Russia is still poking out its chest, warning the U.S. if we continue to supply weapons and supplies to Ukraine and any other countries that continue to interfere with the war, that they're going to suffer consequences. Sweden and Finland are trying to become part of NATO. Russia has condemned those actions, and Russia's excuse for invading Ukraine has been they do not want NATO pointing its missiles at them in a country that shares a border with them. So countries continue to condemn Russia around the world, and they have our unwavering support. We have sent Ukraine billions of dollars in support, and President Biden has asked the Congress to approve at least another $30 billion in weapons to be supplied to Ukraine. And saying also that they're a sovereign country and they deserve to have their borders not crossed, even though our southern border is wide open. And continue on the home front, inflation is rising. They just had a media correspondence dinner at the White House where they're all cracking jokes and laughing about our situation. I don't really find it funny. And they're laughing and cracking jokes about it.
And I think ever since you've come into office, things are really looking up. You know, gas is up, rent is up, food is up, everything. No, it really has been.
Us U.S. citizens continue to deal with the highest inflation, to deal with higher gas prices and higher food costs. We also see a continuation of a lot of food processing plants being burnt down. This one, another latest one that happened was in Chesapeake. And at first, you know, I wasn't making a big deal about it, even though they are talking about food shortages. And I wasn't making a big deal because sometimes you think, like, something like that could happen, you know, a lot. And we just aren't focused on it as much because we're not really paying attention to things. And now that our supply chain is low, and there have been several past couple months. Now, you can make an argument that these things always happen, and we have a magnifying glass, so to speak, on it because of the worsening supply chain. But at this point, you got to ask yourself, why does it keep on happening? Is something else going on here? Or is someone deliberately burning these things down? Also, Russia is in charge of at least 30% of all fertilizer around the world. And not only food processing centers being burnt down, we're learning that there is also fertilizing plants that are being burnt down. What little ones we have in America. So you got to ask yourself, what's all behind this? Is there something else going on here? Our border continues to be invaded by other nationals around the world, our southern border, and if we're supposed to respect other people's borders, how can we do that when we don't even respect our own border. It's kind of hard to see where they're coming from and some things where it's really being hypocrites, really. So, got to keep our focus of what's going on as far as the war. We see the whole big thing in the news right now is the Johnny Depp trial. And I haven't really been paying attention to it, but you see excerpts here and there, and it is kind of a wild story, but a lot of people are focused on it. It's kind of crazy how we really don't know these people at all. It's only, what we see on TV, and it's kind of crazy how much we pay attention to other people's lives other than our own life and what's going on. If somebody else has something going on and it's bad, we'll focus on that. But if something continues to go on, like a war, or you're paying high gas prices or inflation costs, nobody, even though we do have to take notice of it, and we do take notice of it, it just seems like people are more interested in stuff like, the Johnny Depp trial than really our own lives. And it's, to each his own, I guess, but we just have to maintain our focus and realize what's going on. I'm not saying trials happen. It's one of the biggest actors in the world, and from all the little things I do know, it is a crazy trial. But what else is going on in our lives is kind of crazy too. So just make sure you keep focused of what's going on, and try not to lose sight of things you have to accomplish in your preps. Now, it is easy to lose focus, and I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that not to have fun. If you find an entertaining moment, you can't live your life every day worrying about the situation, even though, to me personally, I think the situation is dire. So it's not going to be the end of the world if you try to provide yourself a little entertainment at the end of the day to help you be in good spirits. But you want to try to, again, maintain focus of what you got to do. Try to do something daily if possible. I know people got other lives to live, but try to do something towards your preps and your supplies. And then at the end of the day, hey, if you want to have fun or whatnot, there's nothing wrong with that. If you need a little stress relief, there's nothing wrong with that. But again, we want to make sure we're keeping our mind focused of what's going on, because each day that goes by is another day, another opportunity missed of things you could do to further enhance your overall being in the future when the world turns upside down. So time's running out. A lot of people think, you might not see everything going on right now, and they might thinking or doing something, doing all this, and it's like a moot point. But when this comes, and it is going to come, you're going to kick yourself in your tail wishing you would have done more. And while we have this little opportunity right now and to live our lives and to gather supplies, we got to make most of every opportunity, every day that we can. There's another day that God has given you to be prepared. So just kind of keep that in mind. In future videos, I want to try to kind of break down of things I do on some gear that you could possibly look into, as far as like things like electricity, some bug out gear and stuff you might could put your money towards. Now, I'm not want to tell the next man how to spend his money, but you might want to try to work into your budget a little more for your supplies, because when the day comes, you're going to be upset with yourself if you don't do it. And now, if you guys want to go rely on people that have lied to you every step of the way so far, you know, they announced, the Biden administration announced that they're looking for have a group called different disinformation campaign, and the lady is running it, believes in all the disinformation that they give to us. So, you know, it's a joke, really. But if you want to rely on people that lie to you every step of the way, you know, so be it. You know, sit back, relax, eat your bonbons, and ignorance is bliss, I guess. But most people know these people lie to us every second they can get, and to me, I'm not doing that in my life. I'm not going to put my well-being into some people's hands that lie to us and take every opportunity they can get to lie to us and telling us we have nothing to worry about, when the whole roof's caving down on us, y'all. The roof is on fire, and they're telling us there's no concern and us not to worry. Are you going to stay in the house and let it burn down all around you when they're telling you not to worry? You know, it's entirely up to you. Me, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not, you know, you'd be kind of foolish to rely on these people knowing they're lie to you at every opportunity they get, and then when something bad happens, you're going to go try to rely on them again. Me personally, I'm not going to do that. You know, I just can't do it, man. I won't be able to live with myself. That's me personally. So, now we also see a lot of reports of Elon Musk buying Twitter, and that's also on the news, and a lot of people have their say in it and think, you know, there's another billionaire buying a tech company, but and a lot of people don't like Elon Musk buying it, but at the same time, aren't all the tech companies that are owned like that, Facebook, aren't they all owned by billionaires? So why are people getting so upset that Elon Musk is buying it? You know, it's just, you know, is he not part of the club, so to speak? And you got the White House commenting on Elon Musk buying it when all these other people are buying everything as much as they can. You got the billionaires, Bill Gates, you got Mark Zuckerberg, they're all buying stuff every day. But all of a sudden, when Elon Musk want to do something, it's a problem. Why is that? Why do you care so much what Elon Musk is doing? You know, that's a lot of problem we have in this world, relying on having our business in somebody else's business and not focusing on our own business. And that gets back to the point I've been talking about this whole video is, folks, focus on yourself, man. Focus on the loved ones and the people around you. Put your focus in God and your family. It'll take you a long way in life. It will. I'm not trying to say, you know, I love football. I love football. Draft was on this week, and I checked it out. A huge football fan. Well, you best believe before that draft went on, I was doing some prep work and doing some things, getting the garden straight out my yard. I wasn't wasting a whole day just not doing nothing. Every day that goes by, I'm doing something. Doing something with my supplies and doing something to make my life better when this whole thing goes down. So, I just think it's kind of funny how, people put their focus in other people's lives when their whole lives around them is crashing. And you could say what you want. Oh, we're going to get out of this, I hope we do. But as we speak right now, the U.S. is falling. You know, it's a red alert sirens going off. Like the U.S. is falling, y'all. It ain't gonna happen. It's happening, and I want to keep on stressing that. In your life, you might feel like you're well off, but there's a lot of people around you, and their whole lives are being shattered. And then you have people in the White House at a correspondence dinner laughing about it. And I don't think that's real funny to me personally. Even you could say what you want to say, man. Just like somebody could tell you they love you all day. If they treat you like crap and don't show you that they love you, man, do they really love you, or is it just words coming out their mouth at this time? But that's all right, though. We're gonna just keep on continuing to work. Keep on. I'm just gonna continue to work, and I do want to kind of start focusing on Gearing Zero. And then I know, I got a couple I dropped a couple like Intel videos and a couple of computer game that I enjoy. But we're gonna try to start breaking things on more on down to keep focus on a micro sense, because this is a lot of stuff. And this is the point I want to make. This is a lot of stuff that a lot of people feel like they get overwhelmed with it because there's a lot going on. And if you could just focus in a micro sense, meaning one day focus on electronics, in case the grid goes down. One day focus on gardening. One day focus on a survivor skill. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, me personally, I don't feel like that. And when you don't have a lot of money to sit here and buy a lot of stuff, you might feel like it's overwhelming. But control what you can control. Do what you can do. That's the most important thing. Do what you can do and just maintain your focus. So we'll keep this video a little short for this intel briefing. Look forward to the next couple videos. I'm gonna be talking about some gear. Hopefully, we can get out in the field here pretty soon. Just dropped the video a couple days ago showing you I just got a new puppy. Well, we had it for a little bit now, a couple weeks. So check that out. It's called My Akita and the Boys. About my 3 little fur babies. And I hope you enjoy that content. The video is pretty good. I like it, me personally. And I appreciate if y'all like the video or subscribe again to the channel and share it with anybody that you feel. So until next time, again, be out on the lookout for some gear videos coming up. And I appreciate y'all. And I hope you have a good week. This is James with SE Wolverines. And I'm out.